Okay. Keep your camera open for the whole duration of the meeting. Mute your microphone once the speaker is talking. Position your camera eye level, and as much as possible, look into the camera's lens to show and give the speaker some feeling of attentiveness. Never mind the video of others. Instead, focus on the message of the speaker. Take into heart the valuable learning that we can get from this presentation. Don't interrupt the speaker. Take some notes for your question, if there is any. We will try our best to get back to you after the speech of the speaker. Good morning to all.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Dallas. Now we will going to officially open or start our presentation for today.
Okay, while waiting for some video to show, I want to greet everybody inside this room. Coach Aubrey, good morning. AJ, good morning. Jean, good morning. Faith, Dads, Bruni, Jean, Kerwin, my good friend Malu from California, good morning. Maria, Marites, Marlene, Mirna, Needs, Doc Rico from Las Vegas, Ruchi, Vicky, Annie, Austria, and Socorro. Good morning to all of you.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Team Emerald product presentation.
Good morning.
欢迎来到 Riway 12周年略知一二的欢庆晚宴。因为已经12年了，前面还有一条很长的路要走。今天我们将会推出 Consensus 第2代，再推出 Consensus 的面膜，可以推出这样伟大的产品，真的是我的很大的荣幸。我们懂如何建立全世界最了不起的一个团队，而我们也证明了，我们也做到了。刚才的这些高层的牺牲，他们的那种愿意配合，真的感人。
一起很了不起的领导人带领着我们不成功真的很难。
这就是一间把我们的目标、把我们的眼光带向世界的公司。
敢给自己一个很大的目标，相信你自己本身，你会得到你人生更大的价值与意义。
我相信这间公司可以招聚我，我相信也能够招聚你们，给你们自己一个机会。
Kita datang ke sini adalah untuk menang. Saya sangat berharap Anda sebelum keluar dari pintu ini, katakan kepada diri Anda bahwa Anda adalah pemenang selanjutnya di atas panggung ini.
成功真的是靠相信，第一杯是我们一个很值得我们去相信。今天来到这里，给自己一个机会挑战你自己。我也是一样，我付出我的时间，我的努力，我一定做得到。
成为那一种人，就是当别人花了3-5年的时间才入行才懂行，而你花同样的时间已经成王。我觉得这个选择不错。
Riway 呢，在全世界已经是一个传奇了，而我邱彦豪就是台湾的传奇。很多人说我的对手现在是谁？是我们的总裁林文峰，他是我真正可敬的对手，我唯有超越他，才能够成为真正的世界第一。每个时刻，我要把我自己做的最好。其实，当我加入 Riway 的第一天，我就想要成为 Riway 的 No.1，而今天我做到了。所以在这么多年下来，我希望2020年我们能够再创高峰。
2019年金鹿奖得主是 Team Sophia Medicine Lion Mr. Effendi。
Inilah sebuah nilai yang melalui proses perjalanan kita bisa menciptakan dan mencapai piala Golden Deer Awards ini. Sekali lagi, beranilah imajinasi, beranilah tantang diri Anda menjadi pemenang selanjutnya di atas panggung ini.
希望我们能够莫忘初衷，一起完成我们最初的梦想。面对回忆到达，实现了真的渴望，才能够算到我的天堂。
All right, thank you for that. And now we're going to start our opportunity product presentation. I'm your host for today, Janice Claude, and my co-host is Miss Dallas Yuri. All right, so good morning, everyone. And now, without further ado, I would like to welcome our MC for today. So I am host, and I'm your host for today, Janice Claude, and I'm very glad to be part of Riway International. And also this day, we will have this presentation. And as we face the world pandemic crisis today, we would like to share the benefits of our product. So our MC for today, as I've known this person, is a very professional individual that he is willing to share and support to every team. And we are glad Team Emerald that he allowed um, his day to day to support our event. And knowing this person is very kind and also very supportive. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Riway International Business Development, Mr. AJ Zaragoza.
All right. So good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Anyone can hear me? If you can hear me,
Yes.
please kindly type number one. Can you type number one in the chat box? All right. So actually right now I really feel so pressured because can you just imagine that we have two hosts right now. Our first host is our Diamond One Star, that is Miss Dallas, right? But aside from that, we have another host. And you know what? Genius have just started in Riway. And can you just imagine that through this kind of platform that Riway has, everyone has a chance. And even though that you are eager to achieve your goals, you can do it. Because can you just imagine that we have two hosts, good hosts and beautiful hosts right now, that we are joined by from people coming from different countries right now. This is like an international event. Can you just imagine? And having these two good hosts, we are so fortunate because this shows us that in order to do it, there must be people who are very willing to do it. We must see how it's done. And that's the kind of platform a Freeway has. So can we give our host a round of applause? So today I would like to introduce myself first. So my name is AJ Zaragoza from the Business Development Department of Riway International. And regarding our company, Riway International is now existing for 12 years. And then in that span of 12 years, we are now existing in 9 countries, such as Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, Taiwan, Philippines, Thailand, Myanmar, Japan, Hong Kong. And then maybe soon we will be opening in Vietnam and Czech Republic. So as you can see, we are now existing in 12 years in 9 countries. But then, can you just imagine that this company have only one product? And what's that product? Don't worry, we will tell you later. But regarding this product, can you just imagine that this company existed for that long? And here in the Philippines, we are just turning 4 years. 4 years, and can you just imagine the kind of generosity of this company? Generosity you want to know, huh? Maybe later. We'll discuss it later. So right now, I will be your MC. I will be your MC. I will not be your product presenter. So can you just imagine that regarding our product presenter for today, this person is really a good person. Not just a good person, but a very professional person. You know why? Because can you just imagine that this person is coming from the medical field? Because he is a medical doctor based in LA, Las Vegas. Actually, yeah, LA, in Las Vegas. And actually, he is a native from Palawan. Can you just imagine that there's this person who is even those far away from us, who is very willing to share us what is this product? Because the very purpose that you have been invited here is that they want you to be reminded of your health. It's not because they want to sell something from you. No, it's not. The very reason that you are invited here is that they really have this concern and love for you. Because can you just imagine of all the many friends that these people who have invited you, why you? Why us? Right? And that very reason is because they really care for us. So can we give those people who have invited us a round of applause? Especially, okay. So especially with regarding to our product presenter, it's not just about the generosity and love. Because can you just imagine that this person is coming from the medical field, and coming from the medical field, advocating Purtier placenta. It's not easy. It's never easy. Because when we say medical doctors, medical practitioners, they are the people who are like just prescribing what is according to the prescriptions of the doctors. But can you just imagine that there are these people who are very willing to share it to us. That despite of these things, they are coming from the medical field, who is something like, it's really hard to advocate. They're still willing to do it. Aren't you inspired of that? Very inspiring, am I right? So aside from that, I'm pretty sure that this person can discuss about this product to the most simple way as possible. Because can you just imagine that this company is very easy to understand? So are you ready to hear our product speaker? Ready?
Yes.
Sure, ah?
Yes.
No one's sleeping, ah?
Yes.
Okay, so without further ado, please welcome Mr. Rico Fantillas.
Hello, everybody. I'll just give you a little bit of background. Someone's trying to call me. I don't know what reason for. Anyway, in the past, when I was living in Las Vegas, I had a very large private practice. And in my private practice, I always looked for some alternatives to try to treat my patients, because what I noticed is when I use medications, a lot of people either have so many side effects or they don't get off medications, all right? And I was able to help a few people with alternatives, and I was able to discharge them from my private practice. So actually I was a bit burnt out, and I decided to retire and go to the Philippines. And we were building a house in the Philippines. And then the first day I walked into the house, my niece came up to me and said, do you want to see your patient today? And I said, wait a minute, I just arrived. So I was planning to be a retiree. Now I am a semi-retired person, still treating patients. And then one day, a friend of ours invited me to a little orientation about this product. And I was extremely impressed with the lady who did the presentation. In medical school, when I was in medical school, they never talked about stem cells and what stem cells could do, because only in the 80s, they started learning and talking about stem cells. So I started learning about stem cells after I met this one lady. And I was extremely impressed with her ability to talk about stem cells and her other people. So I just like to say, I was very impressed with Ancina, okay? So I started taking Purtier. Problems with my knees, huh? And it was always aching. And then one day I was trying to do something on a ladder, nahulog ako sa hagdanan, and I hit my inner thigh. And for 9 months, I was in a lot of pain. I could not sleep on my left side or right side. And then I went to a friend of mine who was a physiatrist, which is a sports medical doctor. And he said, he did some manipulations on my leg. And he said, oh, you got arthritis, go get an x-ray. So I went to get an x-ray, and it showed that I had a lot of arthritis throughout my pelvic area. So he was going to inject me some kind of chemical into my body. And fortunately, I left before he did that. I went back to Puerto Princesa, and I started taking my stem cells. And in a very short time, ooh, no more pain. Huh? And part of what I do in Puerto Princesa, we joined this club called Kiwanis Club, and our objective is to help the indigenous children of the Philippines. Actually, I changed it to the indigenous children of Palawan because I was living there. And the other thing I noticed is that we always had to look for money to buy things to help these kids. So I was thinking, if I could do Purtier and make enough money, I could serve and help a lot of children in Palawan. So this is my goal in life, is to do that. And I also have a hobby. I teach karate. And so I don't charge either. And also, I don't charge when I see patients. If I have extra medications, I give them to them for free. It's for me to give back to the community. So I'm here now, and do you have some slides for me to talk? So the product presentation, we'll talk about our products here. And here's when you look at this, there is a death sentence without committing a crime. And when you look at all these problems that they have, it's very interesting because these problems from 1 to 10 happen almost everywhere in the world. Okay, I'm not living, I've been locked down in Las Vegas because I wanted to go back to the Philippines and they locked down the day I was going to get my ticket. So I've been here for a while and I found out being here in the United States, the #1 killer and the #2 killer in the United States is heart disease and the #2 killer is cancer, okay? And before I left the Philippines, on the news in the Philippines, they said, the Philippines is #1 in the world, #1 in the world for heart disease and stroke. So all these problems, when we look at them as a physician, these are money-making problems, okay? Some doctors really enjoy treating diabetes because why? Diabetes doesn't go away when we use modern medicines. And all these conditions that they have that you're looking at presently, there is treatments for these conditions, but these conditions do not go away. This is like a life sentence for them. They have to go to the hospital, they have to go to the doctor, they have to go to the pharmacy for the rest of their lives when they get some of these conditions. I feel very sad because a lot of people, if they only learn about what we know now with stem cell, we can treat a lot of these patients and reverse a lot of these conditions and have the person live a lot longer without any medical issues. There's a potential to treat all these illnesses. I have aunts that have Alzheimer's disease. I had cousins that died of breast cancer. I have cousins that died of colon cancer, all right? I have a brother that died of prostate cancer, and my father died of prostate cancer. And my father had multiple strokes, okay? And one stroke hit his left side. When you have a left-sided stroke, you cannot talk anymore. And so it makes it very difficult for those folks when they have those conditions, but they cannot express themselves. But luckily with the stem cells, we can help reverse, reduce these conditions. I do not use the word cure because the word cure is only preserved for doctors. But the thing is that I've never seen anybody cure diabetes, cure a heart disease, cure stroke, not at all. But at least I've seen people using our product that these people have reversed their medical conditions and are living a better life now. Next slide. So the recent medical science breakthrough is what? It is this discovery of the stem cell. What is a stem cell? A stem cell is when a male and a female, it could be a human being, or it even could be an animal, when they give one sperm and one ovum from the lady, and when those come together and unite, that is your very first stem cell. And then the stem cell starts dividing, all right? And it continues to divide until these divided cells, they don't know what to do except divide and divide and divide until they become into the blastocyst. Once they're into the blastocyst, they become differentiated cells. In other words, now they have a goal in life. And their goal is to produce different parts of the body, up to 200 to 300 parts of the body, including the skin, the heart, the lungs, the intestines, etc. And eventually, it helps develop a full baby. Next slide. So in the literature, we see that there's many things that we could help others that have these conditions. For instance, on autism, I treated a lot of children with autism, and we only treat children with autism because of one reason. They can hurt or kill someone without even knowing it, all right? They can be very, very aggressive. So when I treated children with autism, we were able to lower their aggression, but we were never ever to get at the core symptoms of autism. But now we can see that the children that have autism can actually reverse a lot of the problems. There's in the literature, a child who could not speak up until 7 years old was given stem cells, and he was able to finish high school, and he became an entrepreneur. He was selling vitamins and minerals in somewhere in Florida. So stem cells can also treat diabetes. It can help treat many cancer patients that are surviving and are healthy now without cancer. And if you see this one, it says 100 to 50. What it says there in Chinese, it says if you are 100 years old, you look 50. Next slide. So we see the new publications are coming out about stem cells almost every month, telling us where and what we could do with stem cells. So stem cells started, basically what I've heard started almost in Switzerland, okay? And in Switzerland, using stem cells, and also in Germany, they're doing the same procedure. They use sheep placenta, okay? And they've been very, very successful. If everybody knows Senator Enrile, he was like, he's probably around 95 now. He looks like he's 50 years old, and he's very, very active. He has a lot of energy. And Estrada also, you know, they all went to Germany to get these stem cells injected into them. The only thing is, it's for the very ultimate rich people because it costs around $40,000, not peso, to get these injections done. You can have transplants, stem cell transplants, in the Philippines, but it costs quite a bit of money, more than 1.2 to 1.5 million pesos. Cord blood banking is more or less new. You can take the cord blood or the placenta and have it banked when the child is born. And let's say, for instance, if the child becomes 20, 21 years old, wala siyang sakit, you just basically spent about 2 million pesos. So it's not really very a lot of people. No one should ever go to a beauty salon because they don't use purified forms of stem cell, and you can have a very, very bad reaction, all right? Healthy lifestyle, you can always exercise, you can take minerals, herbs, you can change to a vegetarian diet. But what happens with your internal stem cells, they are slowly, slowly going away. And that's the reason why everybody starts aging. And we see most major medical illnesses occurring between 30 years and above because of that, the lack of stem cells. And adult stem cell, it's really not good. The man in Puerto Princesa, Cano siya, and he went to Manila to have stem cells put in, and it didn't work. Why? Well, he was around 65 years old. They removed stem cells from his belly, and they processed it, and they put it back into his tuhod. Here's the problem. His stem cells were 65 years old. And stem cells, when they get old, they mutilate, they change. So he did not have a response at all. So adult stem cells is not really good to use. Next slide. So Riway has used 4 types of main technologies to encapsulate all these 12 ingredients that contain no harmful chemicals or medications. So they use freeze drying. They use the technology, which the nitrogen kicks out to make sure there's no oxygen in the capsules. Because if there's an oxygen in the capsule, it would oxidize everything there and make the capsules you cannot use them. You would have no results if you take that in. Then the Enteric-Coated technology is when you take a pill, let's say an aspirin that's enteric-coated, it doesn't get broken down in the stomach. The stomach acid is below 7, so it could be 4 or 5, like that. When the pill, either an aspirin or the Purtier, leaves the stomach, goes into small intestines, it opens up because in the small intestines, the pH is a higher pH, higher than 7, okay? It opens up and then you start getting the benefits from this capsule, stem cell. And the emulsification process is where they're taking larger molecules and making them smaller so that you absorb them into your body much easier. And the BioSoft technology is a capsule that is pretty soft, that is easy to ingest. They made it a little bit long. Huh? This is true. I could probably ingest 10 of these capsules at one time. No problem. They're easy to ingest. Next slide. So presently, what we're talking about is a beautiful product called Purtier placenta. It is probably the most, how would you say, effective alternative or a supplement that anybody can take. It's the most effective that I ever saw, okay? Because I've seen things that most people haven't seen using this product. It's the #1 health supplement, I believe, and it'll become #1 in the whole world as time goes by. Next slide. So in ancient times, the Chinese feel that the deer had a lot of different products in the deer that was medicinal for them. For instance, the one that I knew about 20 years ago was the velvet. They took off the velvet and put it in capsules, and they were selling it as an aphrodisiac, all right? But we're using the placenta. Next slide. So the placenta of the deer is the most effective placenta that we can use. Again, in Switzerland, Germany, they use sheep. China, they use pig. And we're using deer placenta, which is coming from a very pristine country called New Zealand. Next slide. So why do we need health supplements? Huh? Let me just say this. In the late 1900s, if you were eating spinach from the United States, that spinach had a lot of iron in it. Let's say 70 to 80% iron. Now, if you eat spinach from that same place, it only has maybe 10%, 20% iron because everything has been used up in the lupa. There's no more nutrition in the lupa. So the reason why we need supplements is to get, to help us maintain good quality health, all right? Which we cannot get just from eating what we normally eat. And also, when we take this product, Purtier, we're looking at preventing an illness. I think prevention is the most important thing because if we can prevent an illness, it will save you a lot of money. Example, one of my co-teachers in karate, the father had a stroke. That was the last stroke he had, okay? So if we were able to give him Purtier even 30 days before his stroke, he wouldn't have a stroke. So prevention is the most important thing. Recovering from a stroke, it is possible, okay? Because I've seen it already. This supplement also helps detoxification. We want to get rid of a lot of things that we've been eating and from the air and stuff like this. If you're taking, what do you call it, the injections like MMR, tetanus, and all this other stuff, those are not purified forms of the product. They have metals in them, all right? And those metals, if you're taking Purtier, you can get rid of some of those metals. It also, Purtier helps repair damaged tissue. It helps protect you from getting more damage. But the most important thing too, if you have damaged tissue or damaged cells, the regeneration is very, very important. And regeneration doesn't start within 1 month or, with 1 week of taking the capsule. Sometimes regeneration takes up to 6 months before you can regenerate your whole body. There are other medical conditions that you may even have to take it up to a year, all right? And we like to try to lower the 3 highs. The 3 highs are, number 1, high blood pressure. That is the number 1 killer in the Philippines, is high blood pressure. It kills stroke, it kills heart disease. Number 2, the high cholesterol levels. Number 3, the high lipids or triglyceride levels. All those products, next slide, all those products will damage your body. But with Purtier, we can help reverse that damage. We can prevent that damage. Prevention is very important. Next slide.
Jean.
So Purtier had many different products for starting way back many years ago. They had the first edition with looks like 4 different products in it. And every edition, they're adding nutritional supplements based at improving the quality of your life, improving the quality of your health. The 3rd edition, 4th edition, 5th edition, and now we're in the 6th edition. Next slide. So this is the 6th edition right there, all right? It's the 6th edition, and we have Dear Placenta, which is good compatibility with human beings. From the 5th edition, which they had they increased it to 100 milligrams in the 6th edition. And then they added apple polyphenols. Apple polyphenols are, I was looking at apple polyphenols way before Purtier did this, because I'm interested in a lot of health. So the apple polyphenols are rich antioxidants. They strengthen defense, protects you from free radicals, okay? And the old saying is apple a day keeps the doctor away, except for me. And in Purtier, it's about 100 apples in 1 capsule. And then we have marine collagen. Marine collagen is very unique because it has all the 18 amino acids. Amino acids are your building blocks in your muscles and stuff, all right? And it boosts immunity. It has polypeptides, are very small, and they're better absorbed with small polypeptides. And then they added fucoidan. Fucoidan is very interesting because it comes from brown. It's the source of protein, minerals, antioxidants, anti-inflammatories. It boosts the immune system, helps maintain your gut, digestive health, and a drop of fucoidan can kill a cancer cell within 24 hours. And I heard of their study in Japan where the Okinawans, there was about 1,400 studies. Okinawans live longer, live strong because of fucoidan, okay? So we have what we call the ultimate perfect innovative breakthrough with Purtier placenta. And we have this other product in there called Nucleo Clavin. Nucleo Clavin is kind of interesting. I don't know if very many people know where we get Nucleo Clavin from, but Nucleo Clavin comes from a special strawberry in Japan. This strawberry is not red. This strawberry is white, a white strawberry. And if you have a very healthy white strawberry, one strawberry costs up to $40 US. $40 for just one strawberry. And Nucleo Clavin helps reverse the aging. It's anti-inflammatory, anti-aging, of course, and it helps detoxify the body. Next slide. So all these ingredients are in our newer 6th edition. So I talked about some of them. I'll talk about dendroidium. Dendroidium to me is very interesting because there's a medicine that's similar to dendroidium called nitroglycerin. When a person's having chest pain or a heart attack, doctors will give them nitroglycerin to put under the tongue, and the pill dissolves and opens up the artery in the heart. After that, you get a very severe headache. So you have to lay down for a while. Dendroidium does the exact same thing, promotes blood circulation in the heart and the brains, helps lubricate joints. It's also anti-aging. The other thing is you don't get a headache, okay? Evening primrose oil. Oh, I love evening primrose oil. In my private practice before, some women would come to me with complaints of being very difficult once a month for a week, all right? So what I've done was I gave them evening primrose oil with a combination of B6, 50 milligrams. And the next cycle that they have, they're so much nicer people. And the husbands notice it too. So evening primrose oil works on the metabolism. It's very rich in vitamins and minerals. It helps PMS in ladies. Squalene. I knew about squalene more than 20 years ago. Matter of fact, I took squalene before because they said squalene is very good for your heart, okay? So it provides oxygen to all the cells, helps repair damaged cells, improves blood circulation, especially in the heart, okay? Avocado oil, rich in vitamin A, okay? Or what is called beta carotene. Beta carotene and vitamin A are the same. If you take large amounts of vitamin A, you could have very bad side effects. You could take large amounts of beta carotene and no problems. Avocado oil contains a good quality of potassium, and we need potassium in our body because it helps regulate our blood pressure too. It's also an antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and helps skin problems, makes women much more beautiful. Let's see, the next one is borage oil. Borage oil improves skin conditions. It can prevent diabetes and it maintains your cholesterol levels, right? Aloe vera juice. Aloe vera juice has a lot of amino acids also. It has enzymes. It helps, it also has vitamins and it boosts the immune system. And it also improves the digestion. One time we were traveling in Arizona and we stopped at my wife's relative's house, yung asawa niya kono, and I was asking him how's everything going, and he told me, oh, I have to go for surgery in 2 weeks because I have a bleeding ulcer. So I told him, why don't you try aloe vera juice? And what happened was I didn't see him for 5 years, and then we met him in a party in San Diego, and I said, hey, whatever happened to your surgery? And he says, well, they scoped me the day before the surgery because they have to find out exactly where the ulcer is. And they can't find an ulcer. So aloe is a great product also. Lycopene. Lycopene is a super antioxidant and helps delay aging. And it's said to help men with prostate problems, all right? And the only problem with lycopene is you cannot get it from fresh kamates. Kailangan magluto yung kamates. Pero kung iluto mo yung kamatis sa mga aluminum pots, you're extracting aluminum into your food. You don't want aluminum into your food, all right? Even if you are cooking adobo in your aluminum pots, you're taking aluminum into your body. That could be one reason why, next slide, we're getting people developing Alzheimer's disease because of the aluminum. Purtier is not only good, it's very safe. We have safety certificates from international. We have safety certificates from New Zealand. We have safety certificates from Singapore. And our Muslim brothers and sisters can take this without any problem. The other thing is Jehovah's Witness. I had a lady in Puerto. She's Jehovah's Witness, and she was able to take Purtier because Purtier is not blood, and it does not have any taste. And so all these people can take it without any problems, all right? I think maybe that's the last slide, or yeah, that's the last slide.
Doc Rico.
That's it. So thank you for everybody who is listening. I hope you learned something. I tried to give a little bit every time, a little bit of my knowledge about medicine and Purtier. So I hope you enjoy this. Thank you very much. And if you're not in Riway yet, if you haven't joined yet, don't wait. Get in quickly because this product is so good. Remember, prevention is so much better. Thank you very much. Maraming salamat sa lahat.
Thank you, Doc.
Thank you, Doc. That was a very good explanation about our Purtier.
I think the video doesn't have sound.
No sound.
Can I be the one to share screen?
Okay, Jean.
Oh, I'd like to say thank you very much to AJ for giving me
Tracing back in time, exploring the future, a decade's experience and technology, unleashing its highest potential, exuding perfection, breaking conventions based upon excellence, creating success and legends time and again. This is our commitment to you. Premium quality in the palm of your hands. Perfect healthcare right within your grasp. Purtier Placenta 6th Edition. Be the master of your perfect life. Refined through unlimited trials, creating the perfect combination of healthcare and technology, seeking new breakthroughs, soaring to new heights. This is our mission and responsibility. Freeze-drying technology. Live cells can be preserved and maintained bioactive for 3 to 4 years. Nitrogen-filled technology prevents oxidation, which will make placenta live cells rancid. Enteric-Coated Technology withstand stomach acid, designed to dissolve in the small intestines, greatly increasing absorption efficiency. Emulsification technology allows larger molecules to be absorbed by the bile-chylomicron pathway. Bio-soft gel technology ensures that the effective ingredients dissolve rapidly in the small intestine, boosting the absorption rate of the bioactive nutrients. Every ingredient meticulously paired specially selected to give you only the best for your health. Gathering, refining, transforming, cultivating. Your satisfaction is our determination. Dear Placenta, increased to 100:1 concentration in the 6th edition. An increase in concentration, giving you an extraordinary healthy life. At the forefront of cutting-edge technology, backed by extensive research and development. Marine collagen peptides, 10 times better absorption. Through repeated trials in pursuit of the precise golden proportion. A unique masterpiece. The perfect union. Apple polyphenol. Extracting the essence from 100 apples. Anytime, anywhere. A nutritional powerhouse. Exceeding medical science's mission. Experience the most premium care. Fucoidan. Inhibiting damaged cell growth. Regenerating the body's vitality. An innovative breakthrough in evolution. A revolution in health supplements. Nucleo Clavin. Unlocking the secrets of the body. Rigorously maintaining. Guaranteeing the most optimal condition for your health. Harnessing performance-proven ingredients. Combining advanced technology. Purtier Placenta 6th edition. Elevating us to a whole new level of healthcare. One capsule, defining a new era. Your trust boosted our faith and gave us courage. Giving you the best as always, double the care, transcending the passage of time.
Okay. So can we give Mr. Rico Fontillas a round of applause? Can you just imagine, ladies and gentlemen, how amazing it is, right? And hearing our product presenter, can you just imagine? Very informative, very simple, and easy to understand, right? So can we give, again, Rico Fontillas a round of applause? Because can you just imagine, the heart of this person is really amazing. He is doing this noble things, teaching karate for free, helping other people, giving them medication if he has, right? So can you just imagine that this event is solely to help us? Because the very reason that you are invited here is that there are these sets of people who are very concerned with us. They don't want to sell something from us. They just simply want you to be reminded of your health. Because sometimes in life, people usually take health for granted. All of us wants to work really hard in order to get a good money, right? A good money to support the family, to support the livelihood probably. But then what? At the expense of having our lives, having health conditions, right? The very reason why it's so awkward that once people reaches the age of 60, what? We are expected to what? Be diagnosed with any kind of diseases, right? 60 years old, ready for the retirement, and then those people are nearing to what? To the death, let's say. But it shouldn't be like that. Because there's still hope that we could still help other people as well. And through this platform, through this company, it's not just advocating health. It is giving people another purpose in life. Because can you just imagine Rico, Fontillas, and a lot of people here are doing this thing of inviting people in order to remind them that health is important. Because in order for us to be able to say that health is important, we must protect ourselves within us. Right? And we are so fortunate because can you just imagine that right now, we are in the midst of this pandemic. And this company, Riway International, is usually holding up an event in our office, maybe here in Manila, in 5 Ecom Center. Aside from that, there are these leaders who are very willing to create an event outside, maybe hosting in a restaurant or maybe renting a hotel. But because of this pandemic, we cannot what? Mass gathering. We cannot do mass gatherings. So can you just imagine that they really find ways in order to bridge us that there's still hope in life. That in order for us not to be scared of this pandemic, it's more than the usage of the facial masks. It's more than the usage of the alcohol, the hand sanitizers, the soaps. It's more than that. It's more than taking the vitamin C. Because in order to protect ourselves, we must boost not just the immune system, but the very cell of our body. So can we give these people who have invited us a round of applause? Because they are doing this out of love and generosity. And today, we've heard this very good presentation. We have heard that maybe we have this good product. But for people to see is to believe. Am I right? Why should I believe? Maybe because the presenter is pogi. Maybe the presenter is guapo, right? But it's more than that. It's more than the good product presentation. Because in order for us to be convinced that this is really a good product, we must hear people who have been able to recover their health, right? So today we are so lucky because aside from having this good presentation, we will be hearing testimonies from people. And these people, I tell you, these people are not paid. These people are not taking anything in order to say good words about the product or the company. Because can you just imagine that every week, they usually holds up an event like this. And in every event, there are different people doing their testimonies. And these people are the ones volunteering in order for them to share this. Because they treat this as something like, this could be something to inspire other people. Because we never know. Maybe there are gonna be people attending that has been feeling the same situation that they have been before. So this is a way for them to even more inspire these people, right? So today we are so lucky because this one to do the testimony is one of the leaders. And meaning to say that one of the leaders, these people are very exposed to people who are finding ways in order to in a way recover their health. So this person is our Diamond 2 star. And Diamond 2 star, it's meaning to say the immersion to various kind of conditions, it's very, very broad. So this person will be telling us about this testimony that she have experienced with the clients. So are you ready to hear our first testimony?
Yes.
So without further ado, please welcome Miss Nida Domingo, our Diamond 2 star.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening in every part of the world. So, thank you for the nice introduction. Thank you to one of the handsome BD in Riway. Okay, so before anything else, I would like to introduce a short something about myself. As our BD say, yes, I'm Nida Domingo. I'm from Cavite. Um, um, I am one of the leader of Miss Aubrey Esmeralda. Our fight second man and third man fighting for Pabo. So anyway, before I into the Riway International, someone introduced to me this product for Purtier placenta. Before I'm in the business of insurance company. I'm an employee of one of the biggest insurance company in the land, in the Philippines. I will not say the name. And then like anybody else, I go to the office, I listen to the testimony, and then I saw the uniqueness of the product. And then I talked to Aubrey, sabi, Aubrey, I will do this full time. So history, uh, I share the product, and amazingly, the product helped my grandparents, helped my mother-in-law, helped also my siblings. So that I starting talking to my friends, to my relatives, the wonders and the uniqueness of the product. Of course, I'm here to give you a very unique testimony. I have a client who introduced me. This is my sister. Introduced me to somebody who is she has a only child, a son. Can we see the picture of her son? Name is Gabi. Gabi Labanes. Gabi Labanes is an 18-year-old son. He has a case is spinal muscular atrophy type 2. Do you know what that case is? It's very unique and very rare. Spinal muscular atrophy is a genetic disorder characterized by weakness and wasting. It is caused by a loss of specialized nerve cell called motor nervus that control muscle movement. Do we have the picture so that you can feel the pain of this child? Can you see? Can
Yeah.
I? Yes. And then when my sister brought me to this lady, his mother is an BPO employee. I feel uh, I feel very pity of this boy because at her age, 18 years old, she's very small because her muscle is very thin. If you watch Jessica Soho, uh, there is a boy there who did not grow because his muscle is very little. So that's the case of Gabi Gonzalez Labanes. So if you see the picture later, maybe they did not get the picture, you will be you will have pity in your heart. I almost cry when I see this boy. So when I see this boy, I told to my mother, what is the problem? Sabi niya, he cannot walk, he cannot sleep, he has a loss of his breathing because of his case. So after hearing that, I gave her one bottle of Purtier. She said to me, "No, I cannot get it. It's very expensive. We have just take out to the hospital. I have paid 200 to 300 peso for that hospitalization. Twice a year they go to the hospital because of the case of her son. So can you imagine that the pain of the mother being a mother? I feel her suffering because I have a son too. So sabi ko, don't worry about the payment. Just uh, give your son this product. Maybe it can help. It can help. Sabi niya, okay. And then after taking the product, he called me. No more. The product is very good because her son don't have uh, uh, hardness in breathing, and then she can sleep. And then after finishing one bottle, Gabi always asks her nurse because he has a private nurse in the home with full air condition because of the situation of the son of Gabi. And then after that, taking one bottle, Gabi always asks her private nurse to give her the capsule because he really wants the capsule. And amazingly, from the day I gave the bottle to the mother, taking Gabi, the capsule, they did not go to the hospital. No hospitalization been occurred to her, no hospitalization, and Gabi always took he's always excited taking the product. So for me, although I gave the bottle without payment, it's really I'm very thankful because I help in my own capacity, small capacity, to help Gabi not to go to the doctor or to the hospital. And then after that, the mother thank for me, sabi niya ganon, you know, you help my son. I work not for myself, only for my son expenses. And you know, I feel I have a theory because she devoted her health card almost gone. 300. Imagine 2 times a year, 300,000 ang nagagastos niya sa hospitalization. And then sabi ko, do you know that what is the cure for your son? What is the medicine? Sad to say, there's no medicine. There's no cure for her son. So I feel embarrassed, but I go researching, and then I found out that one of the this is you can find it in the Google that the doctor or the medicine is looking to one of the cure of this SMA, in short SMA. SMA1, SMA2, SM3, and 4. There is stages of the type 1, type 2. Gabi has type 2. She cannot walk. She cannot eat by himself. That's why he has a private nurse in their home. He has one room with aircon, with with a nurse with him, assisting him everything he want to do. He must call her private nurse. So and then there is research shows that there is two possible treatment: gene replacement or use of stem cell to replace damaged motor nervous. So meaning how amazing the product is. It can cure, you know, sickness is the bone, is a very hard disease that you can cure. You know that. So upon researching it, I told to her, and sabi ko, okay, sabi niya, if you can help me, I will buy bottle to you, but I have to wait in installment. So sabi ko, don't worry, sabi ko, as long as I have bottle, I will give you bottle. Now, I miss Gabi because I always visit him in her house in Valenzuela, in Karuhatan, Valenzuela. And this is my burden. I am praying and hoping that someday Gabi will stand up, will talk to me. And the time I saw him, Gabi always smiled at me. Sabi niya, he always talk to her mother. Did she bring Purtier for me? So I hope this testimony will help each and every one of us, especially our guests today, that there is hope in Purtier placenta. It is only one of my testimony. Later, maybe I can show you the picture of Gabi. She's 18 years old, but she is very small, a big head, and small muscle, small feet. And you can pity him when see him. So for me, that's why I'm here in Riway. In spite of being a Riwaynian is not easy. You will encounter many struggle, rejection, but as long as there is one person I can help to regain their health, to boost their immune system, there's no reason to be outside Riway. So thank you very much. I hope someday I can bring her mother to testify about the goodness of Purtier placenta to my son, Gabi Labanes. And I hope everybody, I know, and everybody, there's always a testimony inside you that you want to share. Thank you, and God bless everyone, and I wish you all well.
All right. So thank you so much, Tita Nida. Can you just imagine how amazing it is hearing this kind of stories? And can you just imagine how painful it is for the mom seeing the child laying down, hopeless? And then, what if you've been praying for so long, praying and asking for signs in order to take a little glimpse of hope that your child can still recover? What if one day there's an angel who came into your house saying that, asking, how are you? Asking, how's your family? How's your child? And then out of nowhere, you will be knowing that this person is advocating Purtier. Can you just imagine? What if this child already recovered 100%, can now stand, can now talk properly, and can do the testimony by himself? If you are the mom, what will you feel? What will you feel? So can you just imagine that's how noble this advocating of Purtier is? And can you just imagine that right now, we are not just being joined by the entire archipelago of the Philippines. We're talking about the global. Because we can see people coming from the United States. We can see people coming from Canada. And there are a lot of people, especially right now. The leader of this group is coming from Brunei. And in order to advocate Purtier, it's never easy. Because you will be facing a lot of people who will think negatively. Oh, maybe you're just selling something. Oh, that's not true. That's fake. Right? But can you just imagine that those people who have taken it, who took that risk, have they recovered? They have recovered. And we are so fortunate because we have a lot of people who are doing this advocacy. Can you just imagine, even you being our guest right now, maybe you are coming from the United States and maybe there right now it's afternoon or already night, but then you're still willing to spend your time with us. Here in the Philippines, can you just imagine that there are these people, group of people who are very, very willing to wake up early in order to just prepare with the time zones, in order to share this hope to us. And we are so fortunate because do you think this kind of sacrifices is because of the money? It's not. Because this is about the love. This is about the purpose they have in life. Because they are doing this not to become rich or whatsoever, but because they are doing this in order to share other people that there's still more to life. That despite of these time zones, that despite of this pandemic, we can still recover our health. And we are so fortunate because can you just imagine, with regards to our next testimony, I tell you, who can resist crispy pata? Who can resist sisig? Who can resist lechon?
Hey, wow.
Who can resist that chicharon? Can you resist that? Especially if paired with beer. Can you resist that? So can you just imagine our next testimony is about hypertension. That eventually goes into mild stroke. Very, very popular or very, very common, right? Because we love fatty foods, to be honest, especially Filipinos. Filipinos love the kind of lifestyle Filipino has is like experiencing the best in life. Too much sweet, too much salty, too much fats and oils. You know, just name it. It's the Filipino dish. And when it comes to the vegetables and all, that's just a few chunk when it comes to the diet of the Filipinos. And it's not surprising that we will be hearing the hypertension and turning, eventually going to mild stroke. So do you want to hear this testimony? Do you really want to hear? We are so fortunate because the one who will be sharing it to us is one of our leaders. One of our leaders who are very willing to advocate it. And you know what? The very first time I saw this person, she have organized this event in Kawit, Cavite. In Kawit, Cavite. And she have just started being part of Riway that time. So that time, I was talking with the leader, Miss Aubrey Albis, our soon-to-be Team Elite Pavo. I was talking with her, and then she was telling me that, you know, Vicky, this person was the one who organized this event. And you know what? I see the leadership of this person very willing to organize this event and then invite a lot of her friends in order to share this hope. And I was shocked because when Aubrey told me that she have just joined Riway, it's never easy. But can you just imagine, if I'm not mistaken, those who have participated in that event, it's a total of 30 packs or I think 50 packs. And she have just entered Riway that time. So we are so fortunate because this person, you will be hearing these stories firsthand. So are you ready to hear our testimony?
Yes.
Ready?
Yes.
So without further ado, please welcome Miss Vicky Opiña, our Diamond 2-star. Hi, Tita Vicky. I think you are still muted.
No voice.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, good morning. Good evening, and have a good day to each and every one of us here in this meeting. I started my journey here in Riway last January 2019. And it's because of my cousin, Miss Angel Atelano. Angel Atelano is, very makulit. But before I started, I will give you just a little bit background of my work before. I've been a supervisor for more than 7 years, close to 8 years. I'm holding a big top 100 company of the Philippines, handling inventory. So how would you imagine handling the inventory of that company? We've been supplying the National Printing Office. Did you ever heard NAPCO, the National Printing Office, the supplier of the paper of all the paper used by the Philippine government, just like NBI, when COMELEC, also COMELEC. And every time we started as in the DOS, what's this? This operating system in the what's this? Computer. Yes, we started there and then we migrated into Microsoft Office. So that's very tough because we have to encode all of the all of the all of the product, all that's cost when we had our inventory, year-end inventory, it will cost 10 billion Philippine peso. So that's very tough. And we've done it for 2 years, migrating from DOS to Microsoft. And then we have this overnight, overtime, palitan lang. We go to sleep in the office na, and then at 5 a.m. we have to take a bath. So napakalamig ng at saka nakaka-stress kasi the president of the company, she doesn't want anymore to migrate us the inventory into Microsoft. So I think that's one factor. Stress is one factor. I started there feeling like I have my migraine. When the sun comes up, it feels like there's, well, you know, nag-ano dito sa utak ko, parang binabarena, tawag dyan sa English. Okay, yon. So, I don't want to see sun. I don't want to see very, you know, the lights. I don't like to see that. I just want to see, when I got home, I want to be in dark room. Yes, I like that. So I thought it was migraine. And then, but I stayed for less than 8 years. But definitely, if you're a mother, for a single out there, shout out. For a single, of course, the priority is career, right? And when you been into family, you have to choose where family or career. Maybe siguro ako lang nakakaramdam nun, because when I think of that, I give up my career, even though it's hard for me. Kasi pinaghirapan mo eh. You're on the top. Nandoon ka na sa level na into managerial position, and then you give up because of the family. And then I started, syempre, nasa bahay ka na lang, taking up your children. And then, well, that's the start. Nag-start na ako mag-migraine lagi. Still thinking and thinking. Excuse me. Just thinking, how can you help your partner? Well, life is very tough. If you have family, you have to move. You have to stand up on your own. Even my husband wants us to go in Antique, but I resist. I said, I cannot live in your province. Well, that's another part. But comes 2009, I feel dizzy that time. Why is it that it's like there is this earthquake, or you know, the ceiling is umikot yung ceiling. And hindi ako tumigil na still pa rin just working in the house. Pero I've been a distributor of the rice distributor na ako before I yeah, before uh, after I resigned into my work, I started the traditional business. I distributed rice. Alam niyo yun, pinapautang ko, tapos 15 and 30 ang singilan, ganyan. And then, you know, mother is multitasking. You're cooking, taking care of the child, and then the business. Yes, before I want to keep myself busy. That was me, because that was me before. So I want to keep myself busy. And then comes 2009, that was August, I think. Yeah, August, I think that was 2009. I feel like I'm going to fainting. Yeah. And then my neighborhood told me, why don't you just go to the hospital and check? No, this is only migraine. I will sleep, and after I woke up, it all done. No, you have to go to the hospital. I don't like to go to the hospital. Who will take care of my children? I said to her, and then she said, don't worry about your children. I will contact all your family. I will contact your parents so that they can go here, and I will accompany you to the hospital. So we go to the hospital, but before we reach the hospital, I started, you know, naninigas na yung kamay ko, just like this, like this, like this. Two hands. And then my mouth starting to twist. So I've been in ambulance, barangay ambulance. So I cannot breathe. Still I have so much headache. It's like parang binibiyak na yung ulo ko, and here in my at the back of my ear, dito, what's to call this, batok? Yes, sobrang sakit. It's so painful and it's so hot. So, sabi, what's this? What's going on? And then, na-traffic pa. So, my, the driver of the ambulance just got, you know, the wang-wang para it will goes mabilis. Faster to go to the hospital, because I cannot even my eyes, I cannot open it. Just I want to close, and then my eyes, my hands like this. Even they massage me, massage everything. But they did not massage here because don't touch my batok, don't touch it, because it's so masakit, so painful. So they massage here like that. Ganyan, ginaganyan nila. Everything, and on my feet. Also on my feet. And then dire-diretso na. And then until we reach the hospital, there in the hospital, BP, when they saw it, it's 200 over 150. So I can't believe it. No, I'm fine. I can't stand. I said to the doctor, you cannot admit me. Matigas kasi yung ulo natin eh. Kasi we feel malakas tayo, okay tayo. Like that. But the doctor said, no, you cannot. Kasi if you fall, maybe your head, ganon, kawawa yung naiiwan mo. So they put the catapress under the tongue. They put catapress. But eventually, it did not goes down. It did not goes down, and they got all my laboratory, they got the blood, everything, and then they bring me to the high risk. Yeah, and then after that, siguro after 1 hour, the doctor came to me. She said, of all the hypertensive, you know why you feel dizzy? Because your sugar is too low. The doctor said your sugar is, it's not in the minimum. No, it's lower than the minimum. So one of the factor, you're dizzy, said by the doctor. So they got the glucose and then they inject it to me. And then after that, medyo nag-okay. Medyo nawala yung pagkahilo ko. Medyo nawala ng konti. And then after that, I stayed there for a week. It's so hard that you're in the hospital, your children are in the house, you don't know who's taking care of them. So parang nai-stress ako. That's another factor kaya hindi siya bumababa. Hindi bumababa ang BP ko. Friday of that week, my BP goes up to 250 over 180. That's the time my feet, you know, one sack of rice, it feels like it's on my feet. I cannot move it anymore. And that time, maybe madaling araw, 2 a.m. 2 a.m. Madaling araw yon. And then I said to my brother, because my brother is the bantay in the hospital. I said to my brother, please move my feet. I cannot move my feet. Why? Just try your big toe. Try to move your big toe. I cannot move it. Please help me. Then I suddenly feel it's like running up, paakyat yung pagmamanhead. Papunta na siya, it's been on my knees, and then coming up on my legs. So parang natakot ako. I feel afraid that time because when, in my mind, when it will come up here in my heart, I don't know what to do. So I feel it, and then nandito na siya sa balakang ko. You know, yung parang namamanhid siya na you cannot do anything na. You cannot do anything na talagang ang bigat na niya. Super bigat. Super heavy. You cannot move your feet. I told to my brother, please come up in the bed, in my bed. Come up and then push my, in one room, we are at ward in the hospital. So in one room, we are eight patients all over. And all of the bantay of all patients, they are with me na. They're trying to massage my feet, massage my hands. But I told to them not to touch my batok kasi so painful. And ang sakit ng ulo ko. Basta don't touch. And then the dextrose here with me, parang umakyat na yung dugo. Basta coming up from papunta na siya sa taas. And then one of the bantay in the hospital of the other bed goes out and find a nurse or a doctor para ma-attend sa akin, but she gets no one. So I told to my brother, please come up to my bed and push my stomach down. because I don't know what to do if if that if that pamamanhid came up into my heart. I don't know what will going with that. After that, I don't know. Just go up here in my bed and push my stomach down. So he did do it. He came up to my bed. You know, this is my head and this is his sweat. Talagang nakatuwad siya na ganon. And then he pushed. He just, you know, dinadaganan niya and then push pababa. That was he does. So he didn't stop. Just pushing. And then after 5 to 10 minutes na ganun yung ginagawa niya, I feel hot. I feel hot here in my balakang. And then I started bumababa, yung parang it's crawling. Bumababa siya into, and then hanggang nakarating siya into my toes. And then after that, naigalaw ko na yung paa ko. Yun yung nangyari sa akin. So it's very hard kasi parang I feel like I'm dying. Kasi, well, you know, all of the batays with me na, and then they are all panicking. But I said in my mind, it cannot be. I have my 3 children waiting for me. It cannot be done. I told to myself, cannot be done. I can't be died today. My children's are, I cannot be died today. So that is my deepest why when I joined Riway last 2019. I've been into some herbal medicines because I started taking there more than 10 years I've been taking maintenance. First, one brand, and then after 5 years, naging dalawa na. First is amlodipine, 5 milligram. And then after 5 years, amlodipine, 10 milligram plus losartan, 50. But still, my, you know, yung parang pinaka-minimum ko pa rin, it's still 150 over 100. That's too high. I don't like that. So I've been trying some herbal. I've been engaged in some herbal medicines. I tried everything. Lahat ng makita ko sa internet, I'm trying. I buy it just to try. And then after I met Riway, I met Purtier placenta last January 2019 because of my cousin. Oh, I said, here comes again. Another herbal again, another magagandang salita na naman. I don't believe, I said to my cousin. But she said, no, just try it. How much? So she said, 20,000. My God, it's so pricey. I cannot buy that. Kung yan ay 5,000 pesos, I will buy it. But 20,000, I cannot. But she's so makulit. So sabi niya, you can get the product naman for free. You just have to go to the office and learn, makinig ka lang. And then, malay mo, some other time, you can take the product for free. So, doon ako nainganyo na sumama kasi I can take the product daw for free. So, I go to the MOA office 1 week. So, siguro 2 weeks, within 2 weeks, nagpabalik-balik ako. So, parang it's good. So, I started to I started to share in my FB, and my friend in college, sabi niya, ano na naman yan? Panibagong ano mo na naman? Ano, racket! She said. So I told, no, it's not racket. Actually, it's stem cell. I told to her, and then she said, sige nga, try natin. Because she had this late polio. Late polio na yung parang umiksi yung kanyang isang paa. Nga, kasi parang wala na siyang exercise from the house, diretso sa car, and then drive, and then from the diretso sa office, and then elevator, akyat sa taas, and then elevator, pababa ulit, car, drive, and then pagbaba, bahay na niya. So, no exercise at all. So, yun yung nangyari sa kanya. She buy 1 bottle. I told to her, you know what? When you buy 1 bottle, you have this account. So, can I have your PIN number? Ano na naman yan? She said, it's all yours. I just need the product. So, are you sure? I said to her, are you sure? Yeah. Sabi niya, okay, I'll get. So, I encode myself. But she get the product. And I don't have product. I thought to myself, oh my God. She's the one taking, I'm the one have the problem too. But my husband told me, you get also 1 bottle for you. I will pay for it. I know my husband, he doesn't have money anymore, but I don't know where did he get the money. But he told me, just get 1 product and take it. So without hesitation, I buy also 1 bottle. So that's it started. And then comes to May of 2019, I feel again this dizziness. Sabi ko na nga ba hindi totoo tong Purtier na to. I told to myself, but I said, sabi ni husband, why don't you go to a check up? You're just tawag nito, jumping conclusion ka again. Go to the doctor and have a check up. He told to me, and then so minsan kasi kapag si husband na yung nagsasabi, nawawala na yung pagka-stubborn ko. So I have to go to the doctor, and then he said, do you have your BP in the house? The pang-monitor daw ng BP. Sabi ko, yes, I have. Did you monitor your BP? No. So that's the big problem. What is the medicine you're taking? So I told all that the 2 medicine that I take. This is for night, this is for day. Then he said to me, I will natatanggalin ko yung amlodipine, stick to losartan, but promise to me you have to monitor your BP for a week. After 1 week, you have to go back here with me. You have to go back here with me and tell me all what's going on, ano ang nangyayari sa'yo, ano ang nararamdaman mo. So, pag doctor naman kasi talaga, masunurin talaga ako. I am very obedient with the doctor. Lahat ng sinasabi nila, sumusunod talaga ako. And then, so that's it. 1 week, hindi ako nag-take ng amlodipine 10 milligram. 1 week, and still, ganun pa din. Pero, I monitored my BP sa Generica. You know, Generica has a free BP. So I go every morning. I go to Generica and nagpapa-BP ako doon. And then nung nagpa-BP ako, still 130/80. Palitan lang siya. 120 over 80, 130 over 70, like that. For a week, that's my BP. But still, masakit yung ulo ko and I feel dizzy. Sabi ko, bakit hindi siya nawawala? Why it's not, hindi nawawala talaga yung pagsakit ng ulo ko and my dizziness. And then my doctor again told me, okay, I see your BP and it's going to be normal. Take off your losartan, but monitor again your BP. Please, you have to come back here with me after a week. So I did it again. I do what she said again, but with that span of 1 week, my dizziness gone. I did not take Lycopene. I did not take losartan, but my blood pressure still 120 over 70, 120 over 80. I'm so excited because that blood pressure was my blood pressure when I'm at the age of 25, 26, 27. That's my blood pressure. I thought to myself, this is good. This is so true. Totoo kaya? Totoo ba? Ano ba ang nangyayari na? So, but I followed all. After a week, I get back to the doctor. And he said, okay, now you stop all your maintenance. You have to stop it because it will cause you dizziness. But please always monitor your blood pressure and a lot of bawal. Syempre, maalat. Actually, yung mga fatty foods, hindi ako talaga mahilig. I think the very best factor is the stress. Yes, very big factor of my high blood pressure is the stress. But when I started taking Purtier for the span 5 months, I started January and then May, ganun na yung nangyari sa aking blood pressure. So I treasure it very much because, well, you know, if you love your family, you have to love yourself first, right? Because you cannot love your family, even all the people around you, you cannot love them if you're sick, right? Even if you have migraine, di ba? If you have migraine, lahat kaaway mo. You don't want to talk to anything. Ayaw mo silang kausap. Pagka sinusumpong ka na, gusto mo, you're in the dark room. Sinong mga nakaka-experience ng migraine dyan? Please, have a check-up. Kasi minsan yung migraine, akala natin that's migraine lang. Pero it leads to something. So until now, I didn't stop. Even I finished my 6 months therapy, I didn't stop. I just taking Purtier. I'm addicted to Purtier. I love Purtier. And I love Riway. Because Riway will give you anything you want in life. You love your family, you have to keep yourself healthy. And Purtier will give you that. If you want your family to enjoy life, go to some places. So Riway is the answer. Just like when I attended in MOA, one of the leaders said, you have to choose. You're going to Riway or magpo-Purtier ka? I said, both. I don't want to make pili. Just both, Riway and Purtier. I love it very much. And thank you. That's all for my testimony for today. Thank you so much for listening.
All right. So thank you so much, Tita Vicky Opinia. Can we give Vicky Opinia a round of applause? Very, very inspiring story. And I'm seeing that there are chats that they have been it's something like they feel what Vicky's feeling. They can relate to Vicky's story. And it's really amazing, right? Because here in Riway, the kind of things that we hear is about the stories of each and every members. Each and every people who have recovered their health. That once in their lives, there has been this angel. There has been this instrument who have showed them that there's still hope in life. And okay, can I request for everyone to please kindly check the mic? Please unmute, please. All right. So can you just imagine that once in our lives, there has been this angel. There has been this instrument for us to be able to see the goodness in things in life, to give us hope. Try to imagine being a single mother. Do you think it's easy? It is never easy. But can you just imagine being a single mother? You have to be a jack of all trades. You can be flexible to all the things that's possible in order to support your kids, right? And in Riway, there are a lot of single moms who have been able to support the family. They struggle, yes, but the kind of things that they have encountered in Riway, it's something. Because just like what Vicky said, you don't need to choose. You don't need to choose whether you want to go in Riway or you want to share Purtier. Because either way, you can become successful. You can become successful by preserving your health in order to provide for your family. But aside from that, it's about us trusting ourselves. Because health is really important. The very reason why we are gathered here. Because health is important. But aside from that, there are these people who have been the instrument, who have been our angels. Can you just imagine? Try to imagine the things before you are suffering from hypertension, but you don't eat fatty foods. You just encounter hypertension because of stress. Can you just imagine? Has anyone from this group right now, 27 participants right now, who haven't experienced any stress? Anyone? Don't worry, because even me, I'm also stressed. But you know what? Can you just imagine, even us taking care of our health, we may be prone to any of the following diseases, the kind of diseases. But then can you just imagine, what if there is this chance for us to regain our health, to win back our health in order to provide for our families? And try to imagine that what if there is no people who have this concern with us, who didn't invite us, who didn't pestered us. Let's just use the word pestered. Who didn't call us, who didn't message us, who didn't chat us. Keeps calling. Hey, how are you? Let's try to imagine. What if these people didn't bother to invite us? What will we feel? Try to imagine Vicky Opinia suffering from hypertension that leads her to being to experience mild stroke. Try to imagine there's no Angel Atilano to message her. Try to imagine what if there is no Awen Tamayo to invite this. What if there is no Aubrey Albis who have this concern for these people? From that, what if there is no friend Mira Franco, our Diamond 3 star, to invite Aubrey Albis? And through Mira Franco, try to imagine what if there is no Eric Chok, what if there is no Lani Santa Ana? Try to imagine. Do you think we will have testimony as great as this one? No. Because here in Riway, it's all about our gratitude to the people who have invited us. It's all about us being even more positive. But take note, positive in life, not COVID positive. So here in Riway, it's about a positive mindset amidst of the negativity around us. So that negativity can never foster in our lives because we have to stay positive. And staying positive, it's like the law of attraction. And aside from that, we know that we have this good product and there is also a good platform. Because can you just imagine that in Riway, just like what Vicky said, it's possible to take Purtier placenta for free. Do you want to know? Do you want to know?
Yes.
I encourage you to return back to the person who have invited you because they will help you 100%. They will help you 100% to know this because you want to know how it's possible. There are this. We are so lucky right now because we are joined by people who are taking Purtier placenta for free. Because we have our team Elite Pavo, Alpha Faith Makailing, all the way from Davao City. We have our team Elite Phoenix, all the way from Brunei, Eric Chok. And our soon-to-be team Elite Pavo, Aubrey Albis. So can you just imagine, with these people fighting in order for them to take care of their health, not just by their health, but the family, the friends, the relatives. It's possible in Riway. It's all about us trusting the person who have invited us. And you know what? Speaking of trust, can you just imagine that of all this event right now, we are gathered because of one noble reason. Help. Help and trying to make a difference. Because can you just imagine that this advocacy have started coming from the man in Brunei. Can you just imagine that this person went from Brunei, went to the Philippines to share because he is married to a Filipina. And do you think that it's easy to go out of your comfort zone? To go out to the kind of things that you are familiar with? It's never easy. But then can you just imagine that because of that heart, because of that concern, this person was able to go and travel from Brunei to the Philippines. And that thing is not easy. Because can you just imagine that before Riway, this person is already successful. Because can you just imagine that he have been business partnered with the famous, let's say the famous, but I know you know some of them, the famous let's say real estate, the malls owners. He is in part of this planning. But then can you just imagine that even successful people, they are not exempted to having kind of conditions. And that's the very reason why this person entered Riway. Why this person, from recovering himself, from recovering his condition, he's starting advocating health. He's starting advocating Purtier placenta. And we are so lucky because even though, because of this pandemic, he and his wife is now stranded in Brunei. But that didn't hinder them to do this closing. And we are so fortunate right now because he is here to inspire us even more, to help us even more to know about the product, know about the platform, know about the company, and know what is this group all about. How strong this group is that despite of this pandemic, they can still remain positive. So are you ready to hear our closing speaker?
Yes.
All right. So without further ado, please welcome our Team Elite Phoenix, Mr. Eric Chok.
Hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, thank you, AJ.
Good evening.
Who is always here to help us. The Riway BDs, they are here. They're always here whenever we need them. And Dr. Rico, how are you? Good evening.
Good
And our
evening
guests
from
and
Las
our
Vegas.
our distributors, maybe I see from San Francisco, from Australia, you know, we are here from all parts of the world, you know. I thought I can retire, but I can't retire. They can still find me. Wherever you are, they find you. That's what happened with Zoom now. You cannot retire. You thought you can relax. Anyway, are you going to play my video, Aubrey, or no?
I think Doc Ann can share.
Oh, I see. Okay. She's not here. Where is she? Never mind. It's okay. I did a video just to shorten our event, you see, our Zoom. You know,
Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing. Wait.
Yeah, try.
Okay. All right. You can go, Doc.
There, can she share the screen?
Yes.
Okay, while waiting, okay, while preparing, okay, upline Eric can keep talking, continue his closing.
Okay,
go
no.
We're preparing, I will ask Doc Ann,
Okay. Yeah, anyway, let me introduce myself. My name is Eric Chiok. I'm 64 years old. I'm a contractor, actually. I've been doing business for 30 odd years. I moved to New Zealand 31 years ago now. But I still come back to Brunei. So let me see a video of, I did a video of my testimony just to make Zoom. Hi, my name is Eric Chiok. I'm 64 years old. Well, I come to these stairs, which is very steep. Right to the top there, you see people? Yeah. Normally what I do is I run up so I can get it over and done with once and for all. As you can see, what Purtier has done to my heart. It's tiring, but you know, you don't feel the heartbeat as hard, as fast. So I was introduced to Purtier 2015, September, and I also had a bad accident. You know, I ran into a truck. You know, at almost 80 miles an hour. Those days we used MPH. So my car was a total write-off, and I had a problem in my tailbone. I couldn't sit for long, stand for long, even do my run. So after taking Purtier, it changed my life. You know, I can, like here I'm doing, run in the jungle, which, you know, I can go back to my normal life. Normally I couldn't sit for long, stand for long, you see, because it hurts the tailbone. And also, I don't go to the CR, you know, like waking up at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. So I only go to the CR when I wake up, say, 5 o'clock, 5:30. And I've never taken any medication from the hospital, never at all, because I don't believe in synthetic drugs. If you have any other inquiries, you can email me directly. get my email from the person who invited you. Okay. Thank you very much. Hi, thank you for that. Yeah, thank you for the video. We hope to improve it again as we go, make it shorter, make it more precise. You know, we need to improvise to fit into our Zoom meeting. You know, to make it shorter. But when I was thinking about it the other day, I said, you go and work for somebody for 8 hours, for 10 hours, long hours, just a small paycheck. You know. In Zoom, what is 3 hours? 2 hours, 3 hours, it's nothing. You know, when we make a sale, we can get 20,000, 30,000, you know, pesos just for one sale. So it's not a big sacrifice to sit in front of the video for 2-3 hours, you know. But it's for our guests, it's quite important, you know, especially they are new to Zoom as well. Anyway, as a businessman, I saw a lot of potential in, after testing Purtier, I saw a lot of potential in this product, you see. That's why I decided with my auditor accountant to start Purtier in Philippines in 2015, because we saw that the Riway has got a very, very good business platform as well. And the profit margin is huge, you know. Even us traditional business people, you know, we work our butt off, we don't have this kind of profit, you know. In 3 years in Riway, we can make the money that we have to do in traditional business for 10-15 years, you see. So that's the difference, you see. And also, as you look here, the testimony from Vicky, you know, all of us here, leaders, actually we are all partners here. There's no bosses here. You know, we are all business partners here. And all our testimonies are, we talk from our heart, you see. It's from the inside, how we feel. We are all guinea pigs of Purtier placenta. We have all eaten it, we have tested it, we know how it changed our life, you know. And Vicky was saying that I can't afford a bottle, 20,000 peso. You know, look at her now, she's eating every day. She's not complaining about the price anymore, you see. She's eating every day. Like me, almost coming to 5 years, I'm eating 2 capsules every day, you know. So even though we want to retire, but we cannot retire because at least we are moving on. Because if you want to retire, what are you going to do sitting at home doing nothing? You see, your body will die down, your brain will die down. Yeah, sitting at home watching TV every morning, watch your series, you know, that's not the way of life, you see. Because in Riway, we fly. Almost every month, we fly here, fly there, with company event, company's dinner, you know. There's a lot of things happening in Riway. And it's all the good things that change your life, change your life. If you are retired, give yourself a second chance in life. Those who are here, who is already retired, join us in Riway. Give yourself a second chance in life. Yeah, like Dr. Rico, he's looking younger and younger every day. And the thing is that Zoom have changed a lot of us leaders, you know. We start to pick up. We start to do our own Zoom meeting, yeah, because business changed now. Business is changed. The style of doing business is changed. You know, people are have to be more techy now because we go online. The only thing what is good is in our business, we are not worried, not like traditional business, sitting at home worried about paying their business, their rental for their shop, worry about paying the salary of the workers while they have no income. But in Riway, when we are in this business, we don't have to worry about rental because we don't have an office. We are working from home, you know, and there's no rental, and we don't employ workers, you see, because we all work together as partners, and we are doing so well, you know. Later this evening, I think, is it this evening, we are going to have a meeting, I think, at 5:30. It's a debrief of all the 3 stars who attended the Riway event by the co-management. All the 3 stars, these are the people who are making 300,000 pesos a month, you see. So it was a privilege for us to attend all that. So we are going to share later this evening with all our leaders. So Riway is a good business. So, you know, there's no doubt we are doing business for so many years. And why are we investing millions and millions into this business and go to a new country like Philippines to start it, you know, especially when we don't know any Filipinos, we don't know any Tagalog, you know, and we still can succeed, you know. You are Filipinos, you are staying in Philippines, why can't you succeed, you know? You can succeed even though you are a Filipino as an OFW now in US, in Australia or Canada, because there's so many Filipinos there. Yeah? There's more than 10 million Filipinos outside of Philippines. You know, you can cater for the Filipino community. Because when you cater for the Filipino community there, you kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You are selling to the Filipinos in US, and the Filipino in the US will sell back to their families in Philippines. You see, you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. So that's the difference with Purtier now when we are doing online, you know. And also actually, when I think about Zoom, it is also like people with mental stress, they can join us. Whether they want to join Riway or not, but they can join us to relieve their stress, you know, because this is where we share our problem, which we don't share with our family. Family doesn't know sometimes what is inside us, or the stress inside us, you know, especially now with the lockdown. But when you join our Zoom meeting, we all have positive mindset. We all have a good direction, what we are going to do next. You know, when COVID-19 is over, we are all prepared to go out and meet what's there waiting for us, you know. So it helps people with mental stress as well. Welcome them to join us, you know, whether they want to be a Riway distributor or not, welcome them. They might want to say yes, you know, I want to join Riway, because it changed their mindset from mental stress to being positive. You know, so this is like Dr. Rico, a psychiatrist hospital. So, you know, things like that, you know. So we have to think more of how to improve our Zoom, how to bring people in, how to bring prospect in, you know, because money is not the issue. When there's a will, there's a way, you know. Talk to the leaders, we can assist you, we can help you. You know, when there's a will, there's a way. So you can do it. Anybody can do it. You know, regardless, here we have doctors, we have lawyers, we have, you know, people who are jobless, people who are struggling. We are all as one. We work as one. You know, there's no discrimination here. We help each other. We don't care we are low end or high end or middle end or whatever. You know, we are all as one. Because here, money money is king now, you know, but money is not the issue here if you really have the will to succeed, you know. So try, you know, talk to your leaders, join us, you know, because we are all here on borrowed times, you know, whether you are a professional or you are jobless or whatever, we are going to get sick and die one day, you know. But time doesn't die. Time stays, we go. So don't waste time. Wake up in the morning, think Riway, set up an office at the corner of your house and go to work every morning. Write down what you should do every day, you know, so that you know what to do. Okay? Thank you very much. Thank you.
Noche.
Okay, thank you so much. Our team
Thank you, Boss
Mr.
Eric.
Eric Cho.
Thank you.
Can you just imagine? Eric is very here to help us be able to achieve our goals. What kind of group is this? Watching each and everyone be able to achieve their goals, recover their health. Have you seen any organization just like this? Because if we will be thinking a typical corporate setup, once we achieve something, do you think all the people around us thinks that that's good for us? Or maybe like this, I should be in that position. Why is he promoted? Right? So can you just imagine this kind of environment that this company has? That all of us has this chance. That all we have to do is to trust ourselves. Just like what Eric is sharing, that in Riway, it doesn't matter regarding your educational attainment. It doesn't matter what kind of degree you have. But what matters most is you have this heart to share this advocacy to other people. Because can you just imagine in Riway, the culture and the upbringing of many people is very diverse. There are people who are coming from the medical field, who are already a lawyer, just like Rico Pantillas, a medical doctor, Alpha Faith Makailing, who is top lawyer in DPWH. Aside from that, Eric Chok, a contractor. We have so much. Aubrey Albis, a teacher, online teacher. We have so much people to see, to look at for. Because can you just imagine that these people are very successful? Aside from successful people, we have members who are vegetable vendors, who are just, they say they are just janitors, janitress. But can you just imagine that there are these people who are still doing Riway? And also a guard, can you just imagine? It's very doable. All we have to do is to trust. And if for example, we don't know how, it's the right time to ask the person who have invited us. Because it's just about us having this concern with other people. Especially right now that we have this kind of pandemic. Our health is not just the crucial thing here. Because if we will be thinking about the economy, do you think it's not affected? It's also affected. Can you just imagine that right now, because we have the enhanced community quarantine, where in all the businesses, all the offices, with this non-essentials, has to close down. And just last March, when this ECQ started, the government asked every businesses to give the employees the 13th month pay. That was March. And then what happened with April? What happened this month, May? What's going to happen June, July, August? Do you think those companies could still be giving them the 13th month pay? No longer. And do you think there is a chance for us to share this advocacy to other people as well? To help these people be able to save something for the family? Because what's really good with this kind of environment is that in Riway, you will never see leaders asking for ayuda or the relief. It's not saying that they don't need, but it's like with or without the relief operations, the relief goods, these people can still survive. Aside from that, these people are doing their individual relief operations. Can you just imagine? That is just by just sharing this advocacy. And do you think if you are blessed right now by just hearing this kind of things right now, hearing these testimonies, do you think it's easier for us to share it to other people as well?
Yes.
It is. All we have to do is to know more about the product and know more about the company. Because in Riway, it's very possible. In Riway, maybe this has been the thing that you've been praying for that long. The platform, the organization that can help you bring the best in you. Best in you in a way that maybe you have second thoughts. You have doubts in yourself. You mostly belittle yourself. You think others are way bigger or better than you. But in Riway, especially this group, will help you be able to see that good thing in you. So right now, I would like to take this opportunity to thank our Team Elite Phoenix, Eric Chok, our Team Elite Pavos, Alpha Faith Makailing, Lani Santa Ana, our Diamond 3-star Miraline Franco, and then our soon-to-be Team Elite Pavo, Aubrey Alves. We have to do it. Because can you just imagine that you have a leader that have this goal, a very big goal. But then let's go back to the basic. How good is Purtier? How good is Riway? In order to say that Purtier is good, we have to try it. Because it's like asking, is sugar sweet? How sweet is sugar? It's very sweet. How sweet is very sweet? Very, very sweet. But then it's like asking, how good is Purtier? It's good. How good is good? Very, very good. Then how good is very, very good? You have to try it in order to say that it's good, right? So I hope that after this presentation, we will start living a healthy lifestyle. You know, the basic things, sleeping 8 hours a day, drinking 8 glasses of water every day, exercising 15 to 30 minutes, and try to live a less stressed life, okay? So again, my name is AJ Zaragoza from the Business Development Department, along with my brother from the Business Development, Mr. Kerwin Tan. So thank you so much for having us, and have a pleasant day to all.
Thank you so much to you both.
Thank you, AJ.
AJ.
Thank you, Eric. Doc Rico, thank you.
Doc Rico, thank you so much.
Thank you, Corbin.
Yes, I think we have announcement from DC. Do you have announcement?
Hi, Eric.
Okay, and you can unmute yourself. You can unmute yourself.
All right.
Thank you, Boss Eric and Doc Ann.
Thank you, everyone, for listening. That was
Doc Rico. Announcement.
And later, we have another 3 o'clock.
Thank you, Doc Rico. Stay safe.
To see you later.
Pala, sorry.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much to all our guests. Doc Rico, thank you for that. We've learned a lot.